Welcome back to Saturday.
Sadhana.
Just practice this. Sadhana. Last week,
Sadhana.
I was called it Sadhana. I was putting the wrong syllable in the wrong place.
Wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Yes.
Thank you for that correction. We are excited to be back today. We're not going to learn as much as
Enjoy?
enjoy. Yes, we try to do both always. This has been requested by so many people across so many different reactions, not just from last week. It is called 73 Ragas with Abby V. Now, we've almost learned half of one that's not
So-
memorized last week.
So the logical thing to do is to jump to 73. Yes.
Yes.
From what?
So what
Easing
I
our
thought
way
would be
in.
kind of fun to just have an idea of, be exposed to the variety that's there. And maybe it's a little bit too soon, maybe not, but I figure at the very least we can sit back and enjoy what is about to conspire.
Absolutely. But before we do, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, ring that bell so you always know what content we are coming up with next year at the Throga channel.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Hey, good morning.
Hey Abby, ready to sing 73 ragas for me today?
Absolutely, let's get started.
Awesome. Let's start with Bihag.
Gama pani dha sa ni pa ma pa ga ma ga.
Preeti Gaula.
Beautiful.
Ga ga ma ma ni sa sa ga ga ma ma ga ri sa ga ri ni.
Kalyani.
Na na na.
Rageshri.
Ga ma re ni sa ga ma ta ni sa da.
Oh my.
Shri.
Hindustani or Carnatic?
Carnatic.
Re ma pa ni sa ni pa ma pa ma re ga ri sa ni pa ri sa re.
Now Hindustani.
Hold on.
Re ma pa
Well
ni
said.
sa re ni sa pa re ga re sa ni re ni dha pa ma re ga re
Abhogi.
ga ma ta sa re ga re sa da ma ga re ga
Kamboji.
ta da ra na re na na
Malaya Marutam.
That's one. Okay.
Sari ga padani sari ga ri ri sa ni da padani ga ri sa ni da padani sa ni da pa ga pa ni da pa ga re
Yeah. Wow.
Nadina Kanti.
ga re ma pa ni sa ga re ma ga re ni pa ma ga re
Boy, I like that
sa
one.
ga re
Mukhari.
ta da ra la 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 na 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 ri na na na
Cool.
Shuddh Sarang.
re ma pa ni sa ni pa re pa
Bhageshri.
ga ma da ni sa ma ga ri sa ni sa ri ni da ma
That's
pa
cool.
da ga ma
It's interesting. Some of them really, like range-wise and dynamically, at least the way he's
Vary
delivering it.
quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, I know 73 muscles in the body. I'm trying to think of anything else I know 73 of.
I know. I was going to
That's
comment.
so many.
Just how well, what a great voice, first of all. I mean,
Beautiful.
yeah. And yeah, just the ability to remember all of that, because these aren't just simple modes or scales. Like each one, it's not just a matter of changing the notes to make it fit the mode, like in the West. It's each one of these is distinctly different from the other one. Even rhythmically, it seems like I don't know if I don't know if he's doing a certain melody in that
That's a good
certain
question.
raga. I'm not sure.
It's obviously all in the same key because we hear the drone in the background. That
Which is nice. Nice to have
Yeah.
that sense of relativity. just because certain notes that he's accenting, like that last one, like accenting the fourth tone.
Can I ask you to explain, maybe for some of our viewers might not know what you mean by modes, because you're saying to change just a single note or two within the same thing. Can you give an example of that?
Yeah, so in Western music they have different modes, or I guess they're all 8 notes. Okay, so like the first mode is basically the major scale.
Sure.
And then basically you shift up to the next mode, which is called Dorian, and it's like basically essentially a minor scale, which is like this normally, but you're raising the 6th tone.
So there's one note outside of the original scale, or at least the original series of notes.
Yeah, and then it just keeps going up. This is the 3rd mode. So it's all contextual to where you're starting. So basically, I'm just playing everything in the key of C, but where I'm starting,
right?
The start of the mode, the scale.
But the difference in complexity
Changes
is you're just ascending up and then down. There is a different combination of things happening on the way up and then different on the way down here, which we learned from last week's video, that they don't necessarily, it's not a mere reflection like the examples that you just gave.
No, and it's seemingly like totally different on the way up and the way down, and just even on one, whether it's the ascension or descension, within that, it's sometimes there's an inflection within the note, like a scoop or like a squiggle or wiggle, for lack of a better word to explain it.
Right.
Yeah, it's way more complex than the modes, which is just basically changing notes within the scale. Yeah.
And massive props to Abby V here, because there's one thing to know it, there's another thing to be able to execute it, and then on top of that, to have just a quality. There's a smooth tone that he has as a vocalist, as a singer, that just really connects everything beautifully, dynamic and everything. It's crazy to have different feeling every single time. And the same thing happens when you just did that, when you switch to Dorian, for example, that gives a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no shun to the Western scale, but there's just more depth here. I don't know. There's just more depth.
It's definitely more complicated, more just there's a lot going on,
which is what emotions are.
Increases your palette musically to express.
Right. It's not this is major, it's happy, this is sad, right? There's emotions, human emotions are not that simple. There's always more complexity within that, and these ragas seem to tap into that. They resonate with that more human emotions
and more spiritual, intangible things. It's like it goes between the lines in a way. Yeah.
All right.
Expressive.
All right. I'll let this run with this 13 minutes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about the length of time. It's just how can
his
he
memorization
do this?
skills.
It's just crazy.
Yes.
Bairagi Bhairav.
Sari ma pa ni dari ri da ni dari ma pa re sa ni sa ni pa.
Saraswati.
Tadara na 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 na.
Paddeep.
That reminded me of Bemson Joshi.
Pani sa da ma pa ga ma pa.
Pantuvarali.
Na
Mohanam. Thodi in Carnatic. Bhairavi in Carnatic.
They're actually, I mean, anybody in India right now are going like, we know, but I'm just discovering there really is a difference between the Hindustani and Carnatic feeling. The rocks, that it triggers something different. The sequence of notes, or there's something, for my ears, there's something a little more serious, and not necessarily like a minor feel, but there's something more. I'm hearing a distinction. I can't tell you what it is yet, but there is a different
Maybe a more
sequence.
serious tone to it. Yeah, more serious introspective.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But it is interesting. Next week, actually, we're going to return, just so you guys know, we're going to return back to Anuja K, and she's having a discussion on the differences between Hindustani and Carnatic. So,
excellent.
So that will be perfect to answer my questions, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. There's so much here to
Very
absorb.
fascinating.
Kalavati.
Gapanida gapada dani sani dani ga sani sani da
Bhimpalasi.
ga ma pani sa ni da ma ga re sa ni sa ma
Shyam Kalyan.
re ma pa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re pa
Brindavani.
re ma pa ni pa re ma pa ni sa re ma pa re sa ni ma pa ni sa
Really great singer.
Malkons.
ga ma da ni sa da da ni sa ga ma ga ni ka sa da sa.
Quick question in the comments, if you guys can let us know. I'm curious how much of this is improvised, because obviously a scale would typically go ascending, descending. He's not going all in one direction each time. He's
Right. That's what I was wondering, if
singing
it's the actual rag in and of itself, or if he's basing
Yeah.
a melody off of the rag.
if you can clarify that for us a little bit, I'm curious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Vachaspati. Natai.
Pani dari dari ni dari ga ma re sa ni pa ma ga ma re
Charukeshi.
ta da ra na 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 na
Bhatyar.
ga pa da pa re ga sa ma ga pa
Madhuvanti.
ga ga ma pa ni sa ga ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga re
I like that one.
Bilahari.
ga pa da sa ni da pa ma ga re ga pa da re sa ni da pa ma ga re ga pa da ga re sa ni da pa da sa ni da pa da ni da ma ga re
Simhendra Madhyamam.
a la 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 re na
Sri Ranjani.
ta da na na re na 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 na
Madhukons.
pa ni ni pa ma pa ga ma pa ni sa ga ni
God Malhar.
re ma pa dha ni pa ga pa da ma ga ma re pa dha
Saveri.
ta na na re ri na
Natakurunji.
ta da na 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 ri na na a na na
Mia Malhar.
a na a na
Shankarabharanam.
ta
Yes.
ta da ri na 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 na
Shanmugapriya.
ta da na ra 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 la la na 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 anum ta da ga num ta ga ga num ta ga num ta
Gotta be improvised, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously not A scales, but going back to that question are some of them is it like a permissive thing? Are some expected to be improvised? Some are expected to follow a set rule in terms of that? I don't know.
Man, I don't know either. But I tell you, the way that even the modes, there's certain intervals, so the space between notes that you don't usually. It's kind of like a rule. Okay, once you establish this sort of interval, you're not going to play this other interval. Okay, and I love that this ignores that, and it's like, maybe like a scale like, and then it'll go. It's not even that. It's something that
no, but I know what you're saying.
Like 5 ago, it was like I don't even know how to explain it. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's just the way that rules. It weaves. It breaks rules. It
breaks our perception of rules, I should say.
As a simplified way of saying it, it's like maybe it establishes more of a major tonality, and then it'll bring in the minor in like a second after, and it'll create this like it's almost like disorienting in a sense, but that's sort of almost the objective of it. It takes you out of your rational thinking, what you expect, and these sort of lines that have been metaphorically imposed in your life of like, it erases the lines. I think that's the spiritual aspect for me, because it's like, it's all inclusive as opposed to these rigid separations. And it creates moods that I can't put my finger on. It's not just happy. It's not just sad. It's not just dark. It's not just mysterious. It's, again, it goes between everything, and it creates this thing that's intangible, which to me, that's sort of the spiritual realm. It's like, it's indefinable. It's like this provoking these feelings that are like, you can't put it in words. And that's what I love about it so much.
There's a very slight feeling of hypnosis that takes place. It's just it flirts with hypnotism when you're listening to this, because I love the way you just explained that. It's indefinable, because when we say happy, sad, there's a sequence of a neurological sequence of what that means. The connotation of that word equals this in our brain based on life experience. And art, all forms of art, takes us beyond what our little mini boxes and definitions are of things.
It says what you're unable to articulate. But it makes sense. Right. It's like, yes, that's it. I can't say that. I can't say what that is, but they nailed it, sort of. Like as much as art can do, because even art can't get quite there. But I tell you, this music is pretty darn close.
It really is.
Maru Bihar.
Sagama pa gama gare sa ni maga gama pani sa ni pa ma pa gama gare sa
Ranjani.
Nida mada sari ga sani da madari sani da madani da maga.
Kamas.
That's interesting. It's like sort of jazzy a little bit.
Tadari na 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 na.
Gauri Manohari. Arabhi. Nasika Bhushani.
Maravairi Ramani Manju Pashini.
Totally different.
Maya Malava Gaula.
Sarigama Pada Pama Pamaga Ridani Sarigama Pamaga
Farali.
Sagarigama Padani Sa Sagarigama Gari Sa.
Oh,
interesting.
Chakravagam. Hamsanadam.
Ma pani ni sa Rama nama mane ni sari mani ri sani pani sa sani pani ma Rama nama mane
Vasanta.
sani da magari sani samaga madani da dani samaga magari sani sari ni sa dani madaga magari sani samaga madani da
Kapi.
tadara na 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 ri na na na
Kalyana Vasanta.
gamadani ni sa dani samagari sani sagari sani da maga mata pamagari
Kannada.
Wow.
Now Kannada.
He's impressive.
Saranga Tarangini.
Wow.
He's brilliant. You're just dawning on me now. This is all one take.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't even made it one take. Just watching him do it.
we had to cut once because I totally drew a blank. Most people can't do 3.5 minutes of something this well vocally in one take. He's doing 13 minutes and changing
like you
mental
said,
gears the whole time.
When's the last time you had to remember 73 things? Like back to back to back to back.
I can't even go to the grocery store for my wife for 5 days without writing it down.
That's true. So is he, do you know offhand if he's I'm assuming he's an artist.
Yeah, I'm going to hit
he has to
subscribe
be.
here. I mean, he's got obviously a fair amount of subscribe. Yeah, I mean,
Obviously
I
he's
don't know.
technically just, I mean, the technical skill is there, but he's got that special, he's got that pop star thing written all over him.
yeah, just, he's here thanking his gurus, obviously. I mean, he is well trained. Super
Yes.
interesting. Yeah, if you guys have other suggestions from him to check out in the future, I'm certainly curious. He's
Yeah, absolutely.
brilliant vocalist.
Saranga Tarangini.
Sari ma pada ni sari pa mari sari sari da pa ma pa da pa ma da pa mari sari ni sari ma pa
Hamsanandi.
ni da ma ga re ga ma da ni re ga re sa ni da ma da ni da
Karnaranjani.
sari ga ma ga pa da sa ni da ma ga pa
Bahudari.
Sagama padani sapatani pamagama gani sagama
Jai Jayavanti.
gama re re ga re gama ni da pa ga pama ga re sa
Jog.
gama pani sa
I love those, like, I would call them like almost like a seventh, right? Like a minor seventh, where it's just like comes under like that half step. There's this, before it resolves back to the sa, the one, what we would call do. There's like this little suspense moment I've heard on several of them. I like that feeling that takes place.
Yes. Compounding my difficulty in just hearing this, which I pride myself in having a pretty good ear. And I'm just thinking to myself how long it would take to learn one of these. And
Fluently, yeah.
fluently, and the fact he's doing 70, but compounding that is the fact that this drone is not in 440 tuning as well.
Oh,
so
I would have picked that up.
So it's like in the middle of those two keys. So I'm trying to figure out these notes. I'm like, oh,
Interesting.
432 or something.
Your perfect pitch will be the death of you. I've never known it to be a little bit of a curse is a strong word, but it's a negative impact for the style of music, maybe a little bit for you, because you've got just your whole life has been, being able to hear that's an E, that's a C, that's a D sharp, whatever it is.
To
And
feel
then-
a certain frequency, resonance. Yeah.
So obviously,
It's
if you were
different.
raised in Indian household listening to this music more, it would have been interesting to see maybe how your brain would have wired that. Would have been different, I think.
Right, totally.
Wild.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
gani sa ga ma ga sa ni ga ni sa ni ma ni pa ga pa ma ga Hans ಧ್ವನಿ pani re ga re ni pa re ga pa ni sa
Keeravani.
a na ra ri na na
The lullaby raga Nilambari.
tadari na na ri na na
Bindumalini.
sagare gama gama pani sada pa gama re ni sagare gama
Mand.
anana gama dani ga re sa ni sada gama re sa
Shubha Pantavarali.
वासुदेवुनि प्रिय सनि रि धनि धनि ध प म वासुदेवुनि
Yaman Kalyan.
I'm also equally as impressed with the person being able to say all the names of the rocks correctly. So kudos to you as well.
Yes, exactly. God, he's got to be famous though. He looks like he could be a Jonas brother or something. He's just he's just got that look, that pop star look.
Oh my goodness.
वासुदेवुनि प्रिय सनि रि धनि धनि ध प म वासुदेवुनि
Wow.
Yaman Kalyan.
नि रि ग म ध नि रि ग रे नि स नि ध प रे स
Desh.
Improvisational
Chandrakant.
skills within these rags are
सगमदनि सा दनि समा ग सनि सनि द गमदनि सा द
Madhyamavati.
आना आना रे ना ना ना
And finally, Bhairavi.
Sari ga ma ma ga ri ga ri za ni za ga ri za ni za ga ri za ni za ga ri za ni ri za ni da pa ni da pa ma ga ri za ga ga ma ma da da ni ni sa sa ga ga ma ma da da ni ni sa sa ga ga ma ma da da ni ni sa.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you.
great.
Bye.
That was great.
yeah, it was fine.
Understatement. Yes. Wow.
Wow.
That was intense. I feel like you ever get a feeling like you it's a Western phrase, but you bit off more than you can chew. This is I feel like we've entered a land that is greater than we originally assumed, but we're here for it. We're here for it. We're
Not that we would ever want to, but we're never getting out.
Yeah, no.
We're in way too deep.
No, that's why I have to
But
shut
not at
off
all.
the technical part of my brain because there's just no way. There's just no way. With when you have 40 years on this planet, trained in one, listening to one cultural style of music, and to stumble upon something that's so there's similarities, but it's so different.
Yeah.
Again, I have to shut off that because it's just overwhelming, and but I think that's the point of it. As a lot of comments have said, the point in this music is to just let go, and just let it consume you.
Well, I think that's a really interesting thing to bring up. There's two different ways to listen to this. So one is with the objective of just letting go, absorbing, allowing to just feel it. And then the other way, a little more systematically in our approach so far, has been to try to break it down. Now that's partially because it's a reaction channel, we're musicians, but just how you and I are wired. We're curious. We want to understand it within music. The irony in that is the more we're starting to understand it, like anything else in the world, the more you realize you don't know anything at all.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're actually digging our hole much deeper by trying to understand it, which I just love this process. I love it.
Yeah, that's the point in life, I think.
I think so too.
Yep.
Well, that was cool.
Exploring.
Please join us next week. We'll be back with Nuja K to understand a little bit more between the Hindustani and Carnatic styles, as mentioned before. But we also, while we're here, between now and then, we have playlists for you. We've got the Indian music playlist.
Many Indian music videos for you to check out. So please do so.
Yes, and I got to practice saying this right. It's not Saturday Sadhanas. It's Saturday Sadhana.
Sadhanas.
Yes.
Saturday Sadhana.
There we go. All right. That's it for now. Bye, everyone.
See you.